Alright guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going over an article here, and this is written by a woman, but this is a case where a woman wrote an article that actually was beneficial to us, and definitely calling out feminism and way things have been going, where things are going, and it's really screwed things up. So I'm going to go through this now and share my thoughts. And the title of the article is, Dating Apps and Feminism Are Creating a Toxic Minefield for Men. You're damn right. And she says here, feminists have killed romance and young women are paying the price for this. Well, and young men and the rest of us. It says here, the trickle-down effect on overzealous consent courses and misandrist narrative increasingly fed to little girls and young men being punished for their apparent male privileges means we are well and truly circling the drain. Gender equality at all costs has driven a spike in clinical swipe and dump dating apps. And so what does that mean for love, intimacy, and true companionship in life? By association, this equality mantra has chipped away at some of the most delightful and formative experiences, particularly in a young person's life. I'm so happy that I was born in the late 70s. I actually got to experience, for the most part, a relatively normal childhood and teenage years before all this crap. I gotta be honest, I feel bad for the young guys nowadays in high school, college, and 20s, and in this era. It's a shame. I got two nephews. Shit, how old are they? 18 and 16, and when I hear them talk about things, it's a whole different world. It's very sad. Fortunately, those guys have a lot of confidence, and they're cool kids, so they'll get out of this all right. It says here, male and female aggression is everywhere and must be fought, is the message from on high. The traditional culture notion of romance, the first date manners where a man pays for the woman's meal, and chivalrous behavior like opening doors, has long been in the sights of critics scoring for sexism where there is none. Incredibly, flowers and gifts are now seen as coming on too strong. Well, it is. And this is from a woman's perspective saying, it's seen as coming on too strong. That is a perception. I would never deliver any flowers or gifts or anything like that. That is coming on too strong. So, again, that demonstrates really quickly how women don't know what they respond to. They say they want flowers and gifts and all that stuff, but you do that, it's going to turn them off. So right there it shows she doesn't know that, but we'll get off topic here for a second. And she says here, and so we have a situation, as the Daily Telegraph reported this week, where people announce their arrival by texting here, rather than approach the front door, knock and introduce themselves, and particularly to other family members. The specter of locking eyes across the room with someone to whom you've been magnetically drawn, the lust thunderbolt striking as you move towards each other, is being relegated to a midway movie script. She says, rather than spike up a conversation and risk in-person rejection, bars are aglow with people on phones lowering their dating app radius to 1 kilometer so they can swipe and find somebody across the room. The same room. How's that for organic chemistry? Yeah, you go anywhere, to a bar, a restaurant, and pretty much everybody is there at the bar looking down at their thing. I can imagine all the neck injuries there's going to be in the coming years. It says here, potential suitors are being breadcrumbed, teased with mere crumbs of approval, such as likes to keep them on the boil. Appalling but acceptable in sexual cyberspace, where we knew as teens that to be a tease was nothing to aspire to. And it says here, it's quite bizarre that someone would rather swipe through their phone than walk over and say hello, said Jody Bach-McLean, MD of etiquette experts, June Dolly Watkins, in an interview. She says they are avoiding confrontation or rejection. Young people are not as resilient as they used to be 20 or 30 years ago. Yeah, I'm 42. If a girl turned me down when I was younger, it would suck, but get over it. Move on. This is, gee, isn't that a familiar theme? As a parent of a teenage dipping a toe in these PC-infested dating waters, it's depressing and worrying. Modern feminists claim that their brand of gender equality, men being subservient to women, doesn't skewer romance. Oh yeah? Through their prism, it creates the basis for healthier, more satisfying relationship. It has made women in particular more in control of their romantic destiny and safety. Yeah, how's that playing out for all these women now that are complaining that they're alone and no guys want them and their biological clocks are going off? how's that worked out for them? Yeah, good idea, feminists. Traditional dating norms thwart women's ability to express themselves, as it requires a relinquishing of control and agency. Critics like UK professor of social psychology Viren Swamy argue. But IRL, device speak for in real life, young people on the look for love need socialization, they need interaction, and they need to listen to their instincts and common sense rather than an algorithm. Online apps to filter out potential suitors are as clinical as the act of surgically removing your beating heart. Connections are what keep us breathing: food, shelter, water, and relationships. Or as my friend who spent months dating and analyzing the results tells me, women are not weak and men are not evil, but apps bring out the cliched because of gender wars. Men are so scared of flirting because they are told it could be perceived as aggressive and uninvited. I'm not saying we should let men do what they want, but no one learns how to deal with awkward situations anymore. Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, guys aren't doing that anymore, obviously, because of what could happen and how things have gone. It's really unfortunate. Their perception of success is totally skewed. You go out, you might meet people, but no one looks at you. No one makes conversation. The only people who come over are the overconfident ones, which can be a turnoff too. Who wants their son apologizing for their existence or going on the defensive with soon-to-be girlfriends and expecting the worst? I gotta tell you, if I had kids, not that I want kids, but if I did, I had a son, believe me, I would be teaching him old school ways of doing things. And it'd be interesting to see him growing up in this environment. But now as the mood develops, asking for or inviting a kiss is increasingly seen as aggressive. Already I hear young males talking about man compensation, which is remembering to walk ahead of a woman late at night to send subliminal message. I'm just walking the same direction, but I'm not looking to attack or kill you. The dilemma of modern man is that you let women pay, she thinks you are sexist. But if you ask her to pay, she becomes hostile. Can't win. Dating apps create a situation where everyone thinks there's something better around the corner. Life is not like that, and if rejection happens, you learn to deal with it in real life, not with a swipe. That, coupled with the handiwork of modern feminists declaring war on the simple gentlemanly courtesies like giving up a seat, is why we are in a real trouble. I wonder if they ever consider the toxic groundwork they're laying for future sons. And that is the real crime here, not traditional romance. Well, aside from the part when she talked about the flowers and the gifts are nice, I'm glad to see that a woman is writing this article here. And obviously, I don't know how old she is. I can't see what she looks like, but obviously she's old school and sees a major problem with all this. So there are women out there, thank God, that see that this is a bunch of crap and don't like the way it's going, either for themselves, their children, and so forth. So again, that gives me hope. But guys, as before, spread awareness, educate yourselves, improve your lives, so forth, and hopefully one day we can reverse the trend. Awareness is getting out there. This is the beginning, so this is good. So, all right, guys, be sure to comment down below what you think about the article, any experiences you may have with this, and also be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I will talk to you next time.